This is Terrence Andre Banks with Information Age Financial Solutions, coming to you again talking about the economy and what can go wrong. We have a record stock market prices as continuing to grow. Cryptocurrencies is up and everything seems happy, or is it? Now, I came across this great article from CNBC. Surprisingly, I'm just in. Usually, I'm not looking there for searches for information because they usually tend to be on one side. But again, this is coming from Davos, the World Economic Forum, and Rubenstein. Just to hear his particular comments was actually refreshing. And he said, when people are happy and confident, something wrong happens. So, of course, the title stuck out to me. That's one reason why I read it, and definitely bringing it up to him on the channel today. Debt, geopolitics, and widespread complacency are cause for concern, says Carlyle Group co-founder David Rubenstein. High debt across the United States and other advanced economies represent a major risk to economic stability, the executive added. That's interesting. David Rubenstein at the 2008 WEF in Davos, Switzerland. Debt geopolitics in Davos, Switzerland, Debt, geopolitics, unexpected world events, and a widespread sense of general happiness. These are the things that worry private equity and billionaire David Rubenstein the most. Now, he's a private equity billionaire, so these individuals are actually ones that you can pay attention to because they're in the market, and this is they're mentioning something like this is definitely something to be concerned about. The co-founder of global private equity firm Carlyle Group detailed his concerns while speaking at the World Economic Forum in Davos during a panel on Tuesdays entitled "The Next Financial Crisis." Right now, the biggest concern I have is that most people think there is no problem of a likely recession this year, or even maybe early next year. Generally, when people are very happy and confident, something wrong happens. Rubenstein cautioned at the Bloomberg moderated panel, "I am nervous that the conventional wisdom is that we have no recession problems around the world, that everybody's doing quite well. The conventional wisdom is usually wrong, and it might be in this case." The American businessman and philanthropist went to explain why debt and geopolitics are further sources of concern. "I do worry that governments have a little bit too much debt, and maybe they have too many entitlement programs they're ultimately not going to be able to honor." I've been mentioning pensions and the entitlement programs for a while on my channel, and this is just giving more ammunition to my points. At some point, people are going to wake up and say the U.S. government has $20 trillion of debt and unfunded liabilities that are hard to fathom. He's pointing it out right here. Trepidation over mounting global debt is not new. Numerous CBOs and financial officials have cited together leverage across both emerging and advanced economies as among the greatest threats to global economic stability. Even if they mention it, this doesn't seem like they're taking any precautions to do anything about it. Rubenstein continued, "I worry about geopolitical things we can't anticipate, the so-called black swan, suggesting a slew of potential threats from a 9/11 type event to pandemics and conflicts involving Iran, Russia, and China." Meanwhile, the CEO of Bank Pekao, Poland's second largest bank, made a similar warning about what he is believed to be a sort of oblivious optimism. Obviously, there are many reasons to be optimistic. The U.S. economy, here we go, is when they go to start a spinning. The U.S. economy is growing fast, positive IMF outlook. Emerging markets are growing fast, Michael Quincy told CNBC Wednesday. The problem is that once you're not able to find an imbalance in the global economy, you should always be aware of what is the weakest link. This makes me worried. Second, we have unprecedented actions from central banks, he added, referring to central banks' prolonged quantitative easing policies. If everything is so good and everything is going up, as they just mentioned here, then why do they continue doing quantitative easing? Essentially, quantitative easing is another just a form of printing money. The drug will be cut one day, and we're facing lots of structural problems. Common theme of Davos are indeed over the past several months among investors, whether the current skyrocketing growth of market valuations and increased capital flows are harbinger of the next crash. David Rubenstein seems to think so. "I think when everybody's complacent, that's usually when you have to be nervous," he said. I'm going to lead with hearing what he points out. Play a little bit of the video here. I think he's talking about what's is going a little slow. Anyway, if you get a chance to check out the article, go to right to CNBC and
the single click of the trade button. All your digging, all your vetting comes down to this one moment. Pennies matter. Windows close. Prices vanish.
The extra time to listen to what he has to say is because
and hope you get the price you want, but just know better. Schwab's price improvement helps you get a better price on 96% of orders. It's why we're rated #1 for trade reliability. Schwab is the better place for traders. Own your tomorrow.
I think we'd be lucky and happy to get close to 3%. Somewhere between 2.5 and 2.7 would be very good. I know the administration has 3% projections. Most economists don't think 3% is realistic.
I don't know whether that means anything.
Well, what other economists or what the administration thinks?
No, what most economists think.
Well, most economists are not always right. So
why bring them up?
Well, I just thought it'd be nice for your audience to know what most economists...
No, I think they know that. They know that only too well. So I think Atlanta Fed's at 3.4 for this quarter now. That'd be 3 straight.
I think it's unlikely we're going to have 3% growth in an economy of our size for a 2, 3, 4 year period of time. If so, it would be very hard to believe that for me because you don't have that many people in the workforce relative to what we've had historically. You've got an aging population. To think that an economy of $20 trillion can grow at 3% or 3.5% consistently, I think is hard to believe.
Okay, we'll remember.
David, go ahead.
No, I'm done.
I hope I'm wrong. I hope it do grow at a higher rate, but I just don't think we will.
There you have it. Now, again, he's talking about the economy needing to grow. The only way to keep this thing going is for the economy to grow. But as he mentioned here, $20 trillion debt to get at 3% with an aging population, not many people in the workforce. And another big elephant in the room is also automation and how that's eliminating jobs. So, again, keep yourself abreast of the economy. Until my next video, I'm out. This video, if you found any value to this video, please like it. Subscribe to the channel, and to my next video, I'm out. Look like the commercial about to play again.